So real quick on these overs, I'll give you my ones. Obviously, we have Texans Browns over 48. The Browns went ahead and browned last week, so who's to say they're not going to do that again? And we might have some Browns fans out there. I apologize. That one had to hurt. That one had to hurt. Up on the Chiefs by what, 10 points, 12 points. You turn around and lose that game outright. That sucks. That's just tough, man. My over. If you're not going to ride with me on the, I heard Drew. If you're not going to ride with me, Drew, on the Detroit Green Bay over 48.5, how about this, Drew? Will you come with me on Detroit over 18.5? Detroit over 18.5 team points.
No, I can't do that.
Because you think they're going to win by 24-0.
Because it goes against my thought of if Green Bay is going to win by 11.5,
which
and
you think they are.
If you say that Detroit's going to score more than 18.5,
right,
that means that Green Bay is going to have to score more than 30. So
right,
ipso facto,
that puts
it's going to be over for the total.
Sure.
I don't like the total over in that game, and but you know what? In the case that I'm wrong and Green Bay doesn't win by 11.5, and
right,
it's like a barn burner 20-20 game,
right?
That over hits for Detroit. So I'll finish your thought, and then I'll
decide. So my thought is I think over 18.5. Green Bay gave up a ton of points in Week 1, so they're already not feeling probably great about their defense. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be excellent defense this year. It's about like middle of the pack. And Detroit put up a ton of points against San Francisco, who does have a good defense. And they put up 33. And so I think this gets over quickly. I think this gets over 18.5 quickly. That's my thought.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So that was for what? That was for Monday night.
Yeah, that's a Monday night game.
Detroit.
Yep, that's the Monday night game. Yep.
All right, so I'll give the gang some Saturday or some Sunday action here.
Sunday action,
and then Saturday action actually does come in the form of the blog. So
yes,
so keep an eye out.
We got some good ones too.
We do write things.
TakeTheOverPod.com.
Yeah, if you want to see a California University of Pennsylvania bachelor's degree at work. So how many English classes did you
I would
pass?
actually also like to see that too. Right now, we were sport management majors. This is as close as we've come.
Yeah,
to
I think I remember I had one English class and I cried that it was too hard, and then it was taken off my schedule. So I don't even know if I ever completed that.
Literature and baseball 101.
So yeah, if you want to see some written word, that's where our college football stuff will be. But for my over, you know what? I actually just spotted here.
Yeah. I don't.
It's true. It'd be weird if you did.
Would it be weird if I did?
53.5 points.
That's a lot of points
between the Titans at the Seahawks.
All right, so you think the Titans just come right back?
Yep.
And they're just like, hey, we figured it out.
Yeah.
It took 1 week.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill.
Oh, that's right. We
thought the season started this week.
They said they got back to the locker room. They were like, oh my God, Derrick, when did you get here? You've been here the whole time? Derrick Henry's been here the whole time.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Why do we give you... All right, we'll do it next week.
I heard they went back to the locker room and they started reading Twitter and they were like, "Man, people are saying mean things about us."
Yeah,
we should probably figure this out. They said we should be fired.
So I think Titans Seahawks are going to score a lot of points in that game.
Okay,
at least 54 of them, which puts that game over.
Okay, Titans Seahawks
53.5.
Let me write that down. Titans Seahawks over 54.5.
53.5.
53.5. Sorry,
it might be 54.5 by the time Sunday rolls around though. So
yeah,
can get on it.
Now let me ask you this: that game sits at a line of 5.5. Russell Wilson in September.
You did a great job. I meant to bring it up at the beginning. You did a great job calling the Seahawks. Yeah.
Yeah. Russell Wilson is really good in September. Now he is coming. They're actually going to them. Pete Carroll has never lost a home opener with Seattle. He's never. Now it doesn't mean he'll cover, but he's never lost a home opener.
So he's lost more pieces of gum than home openers.
Oh, for sure. That man chews gum like it's like nobody's business. That man's ripping through some gum. So what do you think? 5.5? That sounds like a lot. Now, again, this could be one that you tease 3 points either way. So 3 points on the over, 3 points on the the line. Get the Seahawks down to like 2.5. I like 2.5 a lot better. I just think that the Titans have so much talent, but so do the Seahawks, and they're going to air it out. I definitely agree with the over there. I think that over hits. What do you think? 5.5? Is that too much?
No, I don't think it's too much because the Titans could easily come out and be the Titans that they were in Week 1.
Right.
Like you talked about Tannehill being so great. great last year and being, what did you refer to him as, like a top?
He was
something?
a top. He's been so since Tannehill's taken over for Tennessee, he's been a top 3 quarterback. The only quarterbacks that have been better than him, I think, are Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, or Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, one of those two. And so when he came out last week, I mean, he just laid an absolute egg. I mean, that was bad. That was bad.
21 of 35, so 60%, and then 212 yards,
many?
one TD, 1 interception. Big issue was 6 sacks. 6 sacks against
5 of those were Chandler Jones.
Yeah, Chandler Jones did his thing.
He's on pace for like 85 sacks this year.
So over Taylor Lewan, who I saw, shout out Ben Carson, not that one, different one. Shout out Ben Carson sent me the Wikipedia page for Taylor Lewan, and it said the last line of the first paragraph of the bio was that Chandler Jones was now his daddy.
He did put a tweet out afterwards saying that I got beat today. Bad.
What? Yeah.
You didn't have to put that tweet out.
Why?
We have eyes.
Yeah, we get it, but wow.
You didn't have to put that tweet out.
We were sitting around thinking, man, did he get beat today?
I don't think he got beat today. What?
He tweeted, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe should have.
Maybe just
so
put an
five,
opinion out
5.5. I don't think that's too much at all for September Tannehill versus September versus September. Why am I blanking on his name? Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I was going to say Watson. I was like, that's not IBM. That's not right.
And did you see the coach called out Julio Jones after the game?
No.
Yeah. Vrabel. Wow. Why did he just have a stroke? Does anybody smell toast? Mike Vrabel said he was basically, he's like, well, if they would stop making bonehead decisions out there and run the right routes and things like that, to Julio Jones, who knows a thing or two about catching football because he's been doing it for quite some time.
Yep.
So that's there might be some bad chemistry down there. So that's really the over. The only other over I had, I don't think Drew will agree with, was Saints Panthers over. I just think Jameis Winston is 1 of 1. He set a record last week. 1 of 1. He's 1 of 1. He has the only quarterback. He's the only quarterback to ever throw for less than 150 yards and have 5 touchdowns in a game. That's pretty incredible.
Less than 150?
He threw for less than 150 yards and had 5 touchdowns last week.
I mean, that's called creating a game plan for your players.
Good for Jameis.
Good for Jameis.
Good.
Yeah.
That's called LASIK eye surgery.
He probably. I was just going to say something about he can't see that far.
I think he's fine now. I think he's good. I think he's fine. So one of the things that so that's our overs right there. So again, those overs were Titans over 53.5, Detroit over 18.5, and Texans versus Browns over 48. I think if you're going to take any of those, Texans versus Browns over 48, I think that one's probably the safest bet.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.